Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to share a quick revelation um, that I learned today. We can actually see in our times today Judges 4 come to pass at Fort Greene. Okay, so I'm just going to use, for example, Judges 4, verses 1 through 5. Okay, and that is the judge Deborah sitting under her palm tree. Okay, so let's read the verses. I want to invite you on your own to look up the meaning of words and stuff like that, to look at the deeper meanings so you could compare it to what's going on today. And the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord when Ehud was dead. And Ehud means I will give thanks and I will be praised. So that is the great falling away in our time today, okay? So verse 2, and the Lord sold them into the hand of Japun, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazar, the captain of whose host was Sisera, which dwelt in Harosheth of the Gentiles. Okay, you look up the meanings of those names, you could get more insight into our enemy. Okay, verse 3. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, for he had 900 chariots of iron. In 20 years he mightily oppressed the children of Israel. Okay, now here we go, verses 4 and 5. And Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, which means torches, she judged Israel at that time. Now this is why I came across this revelation, because verse 5 is very peculiar. Verse 4 mentions Deborah, but now verse 5, check out this wording, and she dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah. So are there two Deborahs? What does this mean, that Deborah dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah? How does that make sense? Between Roman and Bethel means a hill and house of God. In Mount Ephraim, now Ephraim is the tribe that fell away and comes back into faith. And the children of Israel came up to her in judgment. So here we are. The prison ship Martyr monument would actually technically be a palm tree. Okay, so sitting under this palm tree, would be Deborah sitting under the palm tree to judge Israel. Okay, Deborah means a bee. Okay, now what concludes and ties this revelation into a knot is Jesus' words himself, who he says to the scribes and Pharisees, to the brood of vipers, and if by Beelzebub, and if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Okay, so heathen, all those children that our enemies are making, they're going to uproot you, right? This smells like Teen Spirit revelation. Okay, therefore they will be your judges. Okay, so that's what Jesus is talking about in Matthew 12:27 and Luke 11:19. And certainly these children will be gathered at Fort Greene, and you could see it just the prison ship martyrs, all people who were martyred. We're living in the day of resurrection. They are their children, and they will be our judges. I recommend seeing the Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3. So a really cool revelation for Judges 4, the palm tree of Deborah. Okay, Deborah is not just a woman prophetess, it is also a type and shadow of palm trees, or that of fellowship, of shade in the summerest of times. Jesus walked on palm trees, followers, when he came into Jerusalem. So when you put all this stuff together, it's quite astounding how we see this come to pass in facets unperceived. So, okay, I hope this resonates with people and people receive this. Thanks for tuning in. Allah bless you.